So you can see the trail used to come right through here.
Gib Barris has walked this property since he was a kid.
The bridge kind of started right about here.
And crossed this river too.
So to catch the school bus, we'd walk across the footbridge to the highway where the school bus would go by.
Now he uses his car, but back in the day, that footbridge was his only way to get across the water.
This was one way that people had access to the outside world.
There are 23 of these footbridges in North Carolina, built in the early 1900s by the Department of Transportation to connect those separated by rivers.
They went to communities that have since changed or moved on or passed on.
Author Katie Schultz became intrigued with the bridges shortly after moving to Appalachia.
They were designed by George Knipe and his team of local bridge engineers, and they were all built under his watch.
And for Knipe, it was important that no two bridges were the same.
22 of the 23 footbridges here in Appalachia are 3 feet wide. However, Honeycutt Bridge is 4. That's because a cemetery lies on the other side, and the coffins had to be carried by foot.
Schultz says though the bridges might not have much use now, their history is something that should never be forgotten.
At one point in time, that was it for those people to cross the waterways. That was the main way to go. It was the quickest way. It's how you did your business. And it's not quite the same nowadays, but luckily some of them are still standing.
Gib Barris's bridge isn't one of them.
That was the demise of this bridge. When it broke off, there where you see it broke, the upper portion of the tree fell right across the cables of the bridge and broke it in half and just lay it in the river.
If it's damaged to that extent, it's very unlikely that it will be repaired.
It was bittersweet. They're a fun thing to have, an interesting part of the history of Appalachia.
In Bakersville, I'm Susanna Black reporting.